Volunteers Appreciation. All set, ready, racing. Fancy Lisa come out only fairly. She's trying to drive up the inside. Going to the front was Mrs. Grace. Mrs. Grace leads them with a lap to go. Fancy Lisa got to second. Then came Motown Girl. Out wider was Red Replica, followed by Alexis Casey and Osty's Pursuit at the tail. They head into the back and Mrs. Grace still shows the way. Fancy Lisa right on its heels. 2 lengths away then Motown Girl. About 3 or 4 then back to Red Replica. Couple then to Alexis Casey and at the tail Osty's Pursuit. It's still Mrs. Grace on the corner. Fancy Lisa starting to work up alongside it. They came together on the corner, but Fancy Lisa ran to the front and Fancy Lisa will win. Second will go to Motown Girl. Third, Mrs. Grace. Behind them runners then would have been Alexis Casey, followed by Osty's Pursuit and Red Replica at the tail. Winner number 1, Fancy Lisa, by Brett Lee out of Sweet Fancy, and by Trascan Racing and trained by Chris Spratt of Kidal. Check those numbers on the board, Leslie. You're back to front. Second dog. The winner was definitely number 1. I thought the 2 got up for second. Motown Girl by Bombastic Shiraz had a midnight movie for Toby Weeks of Molong. And third should go to the 8, Mrs. Grace by Black Enforcer's Sonnet's Grace, Graham Pickering, Canamble. 36.20 was the time. 128 will be your numbers. Now the board's looking better. And number 4 has got 4th, Alexis Casey. 4 1/4 lengths the winning margin. And a neck for second and third. 1284 on race 4.